Well, viewers, I am going to talk about Elizabethan drama today. Elizabethan drama refers to the drama that came about during the time of Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth had succession to the throne of England in 1558. She died in 1603. So, according to some critics, this period from 1558 to 1603 is called the period of Elizabethan drama. But there are some critics who argue that Elizabethan drama continued even after the death of Queen Elizabeth I until the Protestants came to power in 1642. So, broadly speaking, Elizabethan drama covers the period from 1558 to 1642. During this period, England produced brilliant plays. England also became the country who produced brilliant playwrights. Let me tell you the short history of drama first. Earlier, there was miracle play. A miracle play was a play that was staged in the church. In the miracle play, the tales and the stories were enacted in the church about the saints and sages. A miracle plays, a miracle play or the miracle plays dealt with the lives of saints, the sacrifices of the saints. Later, drama shifted to morality plays. The morality plays also remained confined to the area of church, religious plays. This is how, after morality plays, we have interludes. In interludes, there were mingling, there were combination of both the tragic and the comic. So it was called interludes. After miracle plays, morality plays, interludes, we have a different kind of theatre, a different kind of drama in England. Now, drama came out from the church to the amphitheater in the field, in the larger area. Now the people of all sorts, of all kinds, went to see and watch the enactment of the play. Drama became a great source of entertainment for all classes of people in England. Globe Theatre came up. It was a very popular theatre in London in the Elizabethan age. Elizabethan age was the age of Renaissance. It was an age of Reformation. It was an age of humanism. It was an age of growth and development of science, commerce and trades. So the world was changing. Renaissance brought about great changes in England and the whole of Europe. The plays of the time give full expression to all these movements: the movement of Renaissance, the movement of Reformation, the movement of humanism, and many other things. Now let me talk about the great playwrights, the great dramatists of the Elizabethan age. Before William Shakespeare came to the stage of drama, there were pre-Shakespearean playwrights. These pre-Shakespearean playwrights wrote comedies and tragedies. These pre-Shakespeare, popularly known as university wits, included Thomas Kyd, Nash, Paley, Thomas Kyd, Christopher Marlowe, and some others. Later, Marlowe wrote many plays. His plays include Dr. Faustus, Edward II, Tamburlaine. They are important plays of Christopher Marlowe. All the plays of Christopher Marlowe express the spirit of Renaissance, the spirit of Reformation, the spirit of humanism, the spirit of unlimited curiosity of men to learn more and enjoy much more. Dr. Faustus is an epitome of all these things. Dr. Faustus did doctorate in divinity. He became a magician by dint of his magic. He wished to enjoy the beauty of Helen. Helen was the most beautiful woman. Mephistopheles manages to bring Helen to Dr. Faustus on a condition that after Dr. Faustus enjoys the beauty of Helen, his life will go in 24 years. Dr. Faustus enjoys the beauty of Helen for 24 years at the cost of his life. There is a very popular line in Dr. Faustus. Is this the leap that brought 1,000 ships? This is a very popular line which refers to the battle that came up, or the matches and the wrestlings that came up due to Helen of Troy. Similarly, Edward II and other plays are of great importance. Then William Shakespeare came in 1564. He was born in 1564 and Shakespeare died in 1616. During his lifetime, Shakespeare wrote 39 plays. He continued to write plays for 20 years. Each year he produced about 2 plays. So 20 years into 2, about 39 and 40 plays. No other playwright could produce so much dramatic literature in England during the Elizabethan age as Shakespeare did. Shakespeare wrote comedies, tragedies, histories, and romances. As You Like It, Midsummer Night's Dream, The Merchant of Venice are among beautiful comedies of Shakespeare. Among his tragedies, King Lear, Macbeth, Othello, Hamlet are great plays. Among his historical plays are Henry VIII, Richard III, Julius Caesar, and others. Among his romances, we have The Tempest and The Winter's Tale. If we closely look at the comedies of William Shakespeare, we find that in the comedies of William Shakespeare, women dominate. Women are important characters. They present empowerment those days, women empowerment those days. Rosalind, Miranda, Portia, they are unique creation of William Shakespeare. They are the heroines of comedies of Shakespeare. Portia is a great heroine of The Merchant of Venice. Rosalind is a great heroine of As You Like It. Miranda is a great heroine of The Tempest. So, in Shakespeare's comedies, women dominate. In tragedies of Shakespeare, men dominate. Macbeth, Othello, King Lear, Julius Caesar, they are the heroes. They are full of virtues and heroic qualities. They have downfall due to their shortcomings, due to their faults. Similarly, William Shakespeare wrote some tragic plays like Julius Caesar, Henry VIII, and many others. In the historical plays, Shakespeare does not just express the history. He brings out the heroic qualities, the chivalric qualities of the kings of the times. So historical plays also deserve much attention. At the last phase of his career as a dramatist, William Shakespeare moved towards romances. The Winter's Tale and The Tempest are great romances. Later, we have Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson was born in 1573 and he died in 1637. He was a combative, powerful personality, classicist, moralist, and reformer of British drama. He was a strict follower of three unities: unity of time, unity of place, and unity of action in his plays. His important plays are Every Man in His Humor, Every Man Out of His Humor, The Alchemist, Volpone. They are the great comedies of Ben Jonson. What we find most common in Ben Jonson is his satires, wits, his criticism of the then society. He satirizes the excess greed in men in Volpone. Similarly, The Alchemist also gives expression to the lust for wealth and money of man. Ben Jonson says that when all the humors go into a particular direction of a man, that particular direction produces humors. A particular instinct or feature or characteristic dominates over a man, and that becomes his characteristic. Ben Jonson emphasizes on humors and humorous characters in his comedies. After Ben Jonson, we have many other playwrights during the Elizabethan age. During the Elizabethan age, we have Thomas Dekker. He wrote plays from 1572 to 1632. He wrote 8 plays and collaborated on 21 plays. Then George Chapman wrote from 1559 to 1634. Then Thomas Heywood wrote plays during 1573 to 1641. Thus, Elizabethan drama is a very interesting drama. The lovers of the drama still watch and study the plays of Elizabethan period, particularly the plays of William Shakespeare, plays of Marlowe, plays of Ben Jonson. They were the major dramatists of the Elizabethan age. Thanks.